Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Griftlands, a regular volumed episode this time. We had another win as Rook last time, spoilers. Also, you should be watching all the videos so you know what my win rate is like. Today, for Sal, we get to draft our starting deck, pick 1 and 3 cards, and then we're going to go through that 10 times. We got a pet, be careful of graphs, we get a random scorecard. When you upgrade a card, choose from 2 random cards instead. This is horrible. I hate this mutator because it makes it hard to build a deck that makes any sense. So we might be better off not upgrading cards unless there's something in our deck that doesn't vibe with us, so we can just kind of gamble on it getting better. Now, deal a total of 30 damage or more, don't drop below 30, or 50% health. Play no cards in the first round of every combat negotiation. You can just shut up and take that away from me. So, let's start off with Battle Scars. It's helpful against Fleckfus. Let's grab... We don't have anything that affects our draw, so let's get some improvising. Now, if we have improvise, we want something that attacks multiple times. Discard 2 cards, attack random target. Let's go with Burst, because it synergizes well. Hemorrhage is fantastic. We can go ahead and Adapt can be cool, and we shouldn't even look at its upgrades. Adapt can be cool if we have the discard synergy, but I haven't seen any discard cards pop up yet, so we'll grab another Improvise. Really not liking this, but let's get more bleed going. This is enough when this is getting too expensive. Get a discard to keep our deck thin for a Zin. Whenever this card is improvised, gain 2, but we only improvise attacks, so we'll get this improvised defense. And then we will do we want this attack, or do we want more defense? How are we looking right now? It's looking like we have multiple ways to discard, so sure, let's wind up. And the last card is another discard. So maybe wind up is how we win. Now, whenever you break defensive attack, apply 2 bleed and gain 4 defense. Sounds okie dokie to me. Your deal is that you're going to get counter pretty soon. But not now. Do we want to draw anything? Maybe a turn 1 Battle Scars wouldn't be the worst thing, because that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 defense. Or do we just want to hit him as hard as we can? I think turn 1 we hit him, right? We'll have a defensive turn in the future. Go ahead and deal bleed to him this way. A nice fat stack of 10 bleed. Now, he's going to buff himself a little bit. We would like to... Hold on. What could we improvise? We'd improvise discard a card. And you know what? That works fine. So we're going to attack you, discard wind up, take things back stronger. Alright. Until played and return it to your hand. So we'll hold on to you. You'll keep getting stronger, but for now, we're stacking blood. We're stacking blood. If we can get the Sal card, I think it's like Sino Focus, Sino Trainer, Time Cryo something. It's the picture of Sal's face with little UI blue thing over it, where you discard a card and then double the damage of a random card in your hand. If we get that and have wind up, we can build this up to be a one-shot kill or something disgusting like that. You do not have counter right now, so let's improvise an attack. Let's get a heavy bleed going on you. And you're almost dead already, so that's fantastic. Again, you don't have counter yet. Let's improvise an attack. Same thing again. It's so much bleed, it's real nice. You just died from blood loss, so that's neat. I appreciate that greatly. Wound is twice as effective, we don't wound. For each battle, discard with 2. No thank you. None of these are good enough. So, what can we add to this? Another wind up. We could add, we have no combos, so we don't want to look at those. We have no combos, so we don't want to look at this. So none of this appeals to us. Let's keep our deck nice and thin. Move on. And we're going to grab the healing vapors because they are fantastic. Now, turn 1, you have no counter. We want to attack and discard, so it gets stronger in the future. But for now, we start piling the bleed on. We are not being attacked right now. Let's see if we can't get another bleeding card. There you go. There's heavy stacks of bleed. You're getting real beat up, but you're going to start countering, so let's see. Improvise a card from your discard or improvise a card from your draw. So we would be improvising wind up. Would we rather improvise wind up? You know what? Here's a big brain move. We'll attack, we'll discard this card, and then we can hit you for 16. How does that feel? Feels pretty okay to me. Now you've got your counter set up, we're going to start blocking. We can't block this turn. Hold on. So what do we want to do instead? Is it worth hitting you? Because we could improvise hemorrhage. How much bleed damage would that do? I would only do 5. I think our move is to discard wind up. It's going to come back. And then we just hold. We hold for a little bit. Or you know what? We'll hold. I really want to avoid having the counters in our, or the bleeds in our deck. Let's see. We can discard our hand. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 defense. I think I like it. I think I like it. Because it also is going to hurt him for 20, because he attacks us twice. And he's dead. Go ahead and run away. Go ahead and run away. Not going to upgrade those cards. At start of your turn, apply 1 bleed to all enemies. Gain 2 power at the start of each battle, lose 2 power for some. No, we're going to apply bleed. It's a fantastic starter. Whenever you discard a card, gain 1 power. This can be huge. Hold on, let's go from left to right. Whenever you discard a card, deal 2 random damage to random enemy. Improvise and discard your hand. These are nice, these are nice. Add a copy of this card to your discard. Spend 2. These are both bad. Add an injury card to your discard. This card is improvised, double its damage until the end of your turn. Improvise a card from your draw pile and duplicate it. I think Shadow Mastery is good enough that we'll take it, but we'll take this entire deck. We'll do our best to upgrade Carve and Switchblade so that they can make them transform into a different card. Now, let's go ahead and take more Healing Vapors. And we'll deal with Fleckfist right now. So, like I said, you get played, you cause 0-2, so there's no reason not to play you. And we're saving Battle Scars for when he starts spinning our head right round, baby, right round, like a record. Improvise a card from your discard pile. Don't mind if I do. Now, we don't really want to play Switchblade that often because it multiplies itself into our deck. and I hate that. But it costs 0, so it could be nice as long as we have some form of draw, which we don't. So there's the end of that. We want to play as many cards as possible. So that's going to be done. We have no combo, right? We have no combo. That's going to be done here. So you're going to get burned. It's going to gain 4 until played. So we'll make you stronger until played. And I need to double check. Is it until played? It is. So we can really have that card stack up. 6 damage coming in. Not great. Not terrible, not great. Start jabbing. We really need to get our Shadow Mastery working as early as possible. As early as possible. So what are we not playing this turn? We have 2 energy. I want to keep his bleed going. And I would like to... Let's play 1 healing vapor, I feel. Because we're going to take damage this fight. And this isn't really going to do anything. It would break through his armor. But I'd much rather just heal a little bit. He's going to hurt us, but we're going to start healing through it. Now, unfortunate that we drew you on this turn. Because there's lots of stuff I would rather play. So we'll play you last, okay? Well, give me a moment, let me think. Because we're not going to defend or increase our power this turn. So, we're going to play this to decrease his damage. Okay, we still have 2 energy. So the question is, do we play this to defend ourselves? And I feel like with 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 damage coming in, and our little buddy here taking damage as well, we have to. I hate it, but we have to. Alright, so what's going on this turn? On this turn, you're hitting us for 7. We have no defense cards in hand, but we have jabs. Not only do we have jabs, but we also have bleed enablers. Bleed enablers. I'm thinking, hold on. What would we draw? Is he impaired still? He is impaired for 4 more turns. Do we have any discard enablers? We don't. So let's keep the bleed high. It's not great. We took plenty of damage for it. We don't want to play you anymore. You're not attacking this turn. So, attack, discard, impair. Is there a point to saving it for the future? No, not really, because he doesn't get wounded. And we don't have a doubling card, so... Okay, we're going to start applying Wrenched to us, but we're not even being hit this turn. So that's not a issue. Burning him would be a little nice, so we'll do that. Get some experience on this card so we can transform it later. Do we want to protect you from 7 damage? Yes. It didn't reduce it. Don't double down on your mistakes. And you gave yourself 10 defense, so that's fine. Now we definitely want to draw a card. I think in order to save ourselves, we do need to bring out the Switchblade, because they are free to play. We're going to discard a card. If discard wind up, it comes back. Yeah, unfortunately, to greatly reduce the damage that's coming in, we have to go ahead and play those cards. There's a lot of garbage in our deck right now, and you hate to see it, but there's not much we could do about it. So, let's see what we're improvising. Keep that bleed high. It's a simple spell, but quite effective. That's the Doctor Strange quote, right? He does increase the damage of your bleed attack, and then you whack him with it. Improvise a card from your discard pile. Gain 4 defense. What are we gaining? We'll hold on to you for a second while we think. We should be down to no damage. Perfect. Which means we should have scattered first. Just want to feel alive. Alright, plenty of cards in hand. Really wish he would attack us this turn. But since he's not, let's go ahead and start jabbing. We're done playing you. We don't want any more of those in our hand. End turn, move on to something else. Alright, here comes the spin. So, what are we hoping to improvise? Anything cheap. And I hate that it's come to this again, but we're gonna do it. It'll keep our little boy, our little gasket here safe and alive. We want to... Yeah, we're just stacking momentum as high as it'll go. Remove all your defense. Or would you rather play Healing Vapors? I'd rather take 4 extra damage, which equates to 4 damage, period, than spend Healing Vapors early. I believe in the Vapors that much. Now, let's improvise a card from our discard. Not what I wanted to see, but you didn't need me to tell you that. We definitely have too many Switchblades, and you know, if I had any combo, or anything that generated combo, it might be worthwhile, but they're not, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means this is 12 defense. Let me increase that just a little bit. Discard your hand, hurt him real bad. Enjoy getting countered. Big dummy. Alright, so we have the ability to upgrade Switchblade. Your counterattacks apply 1 wound, or your counterattacks apply 2 bleed. It's much better. Do we even get counter? Only from you, right? Only from you. So it doesn't change that much. However, wound is really fantastic. And I'm not just saying that because the card is gold, and like a certain gold member, I am drawn to anything gold. Okay, at every turn, gain 1 counter for every 3 defense you have. Gain 3 temporary power, 3rd, 6th, and 9th turn of battle. I think the power spikes are quite nice. I'll take it. Apply 2 bleed when you hit an attack for the rest of the turn. It's a finisher. Any attack cards you improvise deal 2 bonus damage until played. An enemy dies, heal 8. If you discard a card, deal 2 random damage. Spend 2 combo. No thank you. No thank you, no thank you. We only lost 4 health that entire fight, so that was nice. And let's draft a deck. Oh, here it is. Okay, the Sino Trainer. I don't really need to look at anything else. This is exactly what we're looking for. Gain 1 combo for every 2 cards in your hand is fine, whatever. Whenever you're attacking one combo, who cares? And improvise is fine, but Sino Trainer is really what we're looking for. It makes the, what's it called? Momentum? Wind up? It makes wind up so much better. So, what are you doing? You're hurting everybody for no good reason. So, let's get wind up. We're going to discard it. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to choose which card gets stronger. But in the future, we just want you to get stupid strong. Eventually, you'll be the only target for Sino Trainer, and it'll be great. Let's get this ability going. No, hold on. Do we have any way of... You're actually dying, so we don't have to worry about all that damage that they're taking. So only one person taking damage here is you. You're taking 14. So we can focus on Olo instead. Get this out of my deck. Get some bleed going early. And move on. Cool. Now, whenever you discard a card to gain power, don't mind if I do. Unfortunately, we don't get to do anything else this turn, but those bloody claws will be stronger in the future. You can just die, please? Yeah, do me a favor and be dead. We are being hit many times. We don't have the means. Why did I do this? Go ahead and just discard everything. I've made a huge mistake. I played this turn all wrong. Could have saved everybody plenty of damage. Yeah, I might have just thrown away the entire run because of how bad that turn was played. I'm sorry. I played too fast and loose and gave up the goose. Alright, well, let's see. Can we improvise a... What's a momentum card? No, we cannot. What is it called? Wind up? It is called wind up. Okay. So, instead of that, can we... Should we improvise on burst? Or do we heal instead? I think we put the bleeding on you, and then we heal. Now, we had to do 76 damage in one turn. That's not going to happen. And if we play too many cards, you're going to get stronger. Or if we play 3 cards, you're going to get strong enough to kill us in one hit. So, again, it looks like we're dead. And healing doesn't apply until end of turn, i.e. after we're already dead, so those don't help. We have no defense in hand. Can we kill you? Maybe. If we double this, it'll do 20 to 26 damage. And it'll do 20 to 26 bleed, which is 40 to 52 damage, which wouldn't kill you, but will definitely kill you. So... And this is only 2 cards played, we'll survive with 1 health. So we're going to discard and attack. It's going to target this. Okay, and before we play it, let's double check. This will do 44 to 56 damage. My math was off somehow. Still not enough to kill you. We'll remove Oshnu instead. We might live with 1 health. We lived with 6 health because mending didn't work like I thought it would. You're not doing anything this turn, which is fantastic. Let's get something nice and strong. But you're just going to come around and kill us again. And there's no way we can replicate that. 16 damage plus bleeding isn't going to do it. Yeah, you still have 71 health. And we're taking 16, 22, 26 damage with 10 health. 13, 19. Yeah, okay. That was an impressive single turn last time, but not enough to save us this time. Unless... No, we're dead. Unless we weren't dead and we survived with 1 health again. So powerful. Oh, we're definitely dead this turn though. Unless we doubled you to do 12 to 18 damage. That doesn't make any sense. Why would that do anything impressive? Unless... Because when we... Okay, the reason my math was off was because we had extra power. Well, you have extra power this turn too. So, if I do this, just curious, 14 to 20, I'm super dead, but you know what? I'm super dead. Yeah, that earlier misplay really, where I didn't kill the Oshnu, ruined my run. I apologize. I will play slower in the future. I thought we had a good deck going. I was riding high on a earlier victory with Rook, and now you get to look at this stinky loss screen instead of a cool victory screen. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.